Welcome back, tool fans. Tonight, we've got new power tools from Makita, Flex, Skill, and more.
We've also got an itty-bitty Milwaukee, a huge DeWalt power pack, a new line of tool batteries that charge in just a few minutes, and a super long ego blower.
Plus, new Platinum Tool Deal from Ohio Power Tool. All that and more coming up right now on The Tool Show.
Welcome back, Tool fans. I'm Sarah. That's Rob, who's apparently landing airplanes today. And we're going to jump right into the news, starting with Makita. That is their all-new GTU 01Z 40V Max XGT brushless cordless half-inch mixer. This is a very powerful mixer for heavy-duty operation, like mixing concrete or mortar. It has two-speed gearing ranging from 0 to 920 RPM, which you can control with a variable speed dial. It has a dual-handle design, which you're going to need, a soft start, which you'll appreciate, and their extreme protection technology with improved dust and water resistant, which you'll love considering the work you'll be doing. You can get the new half-inch mixer today for around $4.99.
Makita also announced this new 40V Max XGT and 18V LXT cordless or corded 17 3/4 inch fan. Now, to be clear, it can run on either an 18V LXT battery, a 40V Max XGT battery, or you can even plug it in. It moves 4,237 CFM on high, has a stepless variable speed control dial, and it'll automatically oscillate at either 60, 90, or 120 degrees right and left. You can get one yourself for $4.29.
Last of all, if you've been wishing you could turn your 40V Max XGT battery into a compact LED flashlight that charges your electronics, have I got good news for you. This is the ML011G, and if you click 1 onto your 4Ah XGT battery, it'll pump out 150 lumens for 39 hours, and presumably 300 lumens for around half as much time. Weirdly, their product page doesn't tell you what kind of USB port it has, but we dug into the manual and discovered it's a 2.4 amp USB-A port, which would be cool if it was a C, but hey, it's only $59? Come on, Makita. You couldn't toss out a pair of USB-C ports?
Great, thanks, Makita. Now Sarah's cranky. But maybe our last Makita tool will cheer her up. That's the all-new HK1820 SDS Plus Power Scraper. No? Didn't do it for you? Okay. It has a 5 amp motor that delivers from 0 to 3,200 BPM and 2.9 foot-pounds of impact energy. It has 12 adjustable bit positions, automatic brush cutoff system to protect your commutator, and rugged metal gear housing. And you can get one for only $5.39. You can't possibly be cranky now.
USB-C.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you know what will cheer me up? This fella right here. This week, Flex finally announced their all-new FX4331Z 18-gauge brad nailer, and I couldn't be happier.
Good.
Its first big claim is best-in-class runtime, driving up to 2,200 nails with a small 2.5 amp-hour battery. It has a quick adjust depth lever and can drive up to 3 nails per second, which we tried ourselves.
All right, so we're gonna load this up. See how fast I can do this.
Okay, that felt like 3 per second. That was super quick.
Yep, and it's got a triple LED light so you can see what you're doing. A dry fire lockout so you don't damage your surfaces accidentally. And this thing is incredibly light. You can get one of your own in January.
But Flex wasn't the only one to announce a new nailer this week. Its little brother from the same mother has one too. This is the all-new NA1800B Skill PowerCore 20 brushless 18-gauge brad nailer. It also claims to have the best runtime in its class, which is apparently down the hall from Flex's, with 1,000 nails on a single 2 amp hour battery. It has a powerful brushless motor that drives up to 2 nails per second with a minimal ramp up time, which I tried that as well.
I was faster.
Your nailer's faster.
So I'm faster.
Fine. The Skill was plenty quick. It has dual LED lights, a quick depth adjustment wheel, and like the Flex, it has both sequential and bump modes. It also has a dry fire lockout as well, which I greatly appreciate because I'm terrible at tracking how many nails I have left. The new Skill PowerCore 20 18-gauge brad nailer should be available by the time you watch this.
Who's ready for some tool show and tell? This week we were sent a new rail replacement kit and accessories for a pack out from a company called Stack Smarter.
The systems actually focus on these aluminum rails. They claim to be stronger and more versatile than the rails that come on our packouts. They have a slot that can be used with T-nuts to add accessories to the rail without actually damaging it. They make the rails for just about every packout. Now we put ours on a rolling toolbox, a 3-drawer box, and an XL toolbox. With the new black rails installed, we can then start screwing on these aluminum mounts and holder kits for things like your levels, long-handled tools like brooms, and even cord holders. They also sell this plastic side holder that lets you utilize the new packout wall accessories right on the side of your packout. These all look nice and work well, but what caught our attention was how affordable it all was. The rails start around $15 each, and the mounts start as low as $7 and go up to $35 for the aluminum level holder kit. And of course, with a T-slot rail on your packout, there's a veritable endless ocean of things that you can do to customize your packout stack to your needs.
To learn more, you can head over to stacksmarter.com, where they have a ton of other storage accessories like adapter plates to stack your T-stack onto your Flex Stack Pack, or add a worktop to your Klein Mod Box.
While she recovers from that tongue twister, we're going to move on to our favorite power tool videos this week, starting with Todd over Project Farm, who bought a ton of really nice looking mechanics tool sets, something I'm a big fan of, and promptly broke all the tools so we don't have to. What a great guy.
Our buddy Martin was doing something with a Festool domino, but because I don't speak Spanish, I have no idea if he likes it or not. If you do speak Spanish, would you please go watch this video and then let me know in the comments what he thought? Thanks.
Oh my God, you just figured out how to crowdsource translation services. Genius.
Yeah, I know.
Over on the Torque Test channel, they bought a questionable DeWalt battery backpack from AliExpress, and of course proceeded to do awesome with it.
Coon Trekking thinks he found the perfect pocket light in the form of an ArcFeld Pro from Olight. It's got a bunch of cool features you would expect from Olight, plus it has a freaking laser.
Like a shark.
Exactly like a shark.
Shop Tool Reviews got a hold of the new compact impact wrenches from Flex and puts all 24 volts of power to use to see if you can get just enough power out of such a tiny package.
Last Best Tool has Milwaukee's new stubby ratcheting screwdriver, and it is cute as a button. Why don't I have one of those?
Maybe Santa will put one in your stocking.
Yeah, if he knows what's good for him.
Jeez, you know that elf back there's watching you.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not afraid of her.
Rob Robillard got a hold of the new Crest Commercial OPE lineup. It has a really unique battery charging system that claims to charge batteries at absolutely blistering speeds.
Tools and Stuff has been using the Makita 40V XGT 12-inch miter saw for a while now, and this week we finally get his fully detailed review, and it's a looker.
Over on Dorsum Tool Reviews, Nate got a hold of the official Ego gutter cleaning attachment for his Ego leaf blower, and good lord, that thing's huge. He said it adds 100 inches of reach and made quick work of his gutters. That seems way safer than leaning out of windows like we do.
So shady. It's time again for the greatest power tool online deal in the world, which we call the Platinum Tool Deal.
This week, if you head over to OhioPowerTool.com, you can get $50 off a $100 purchase of any Spyder products, even if they're out of stock.
Now just remember that the code will only work for the first 25 people who will use it, so if you want to save up to 50% on Spyder, you better hurry.
The code you need is TS33408. Good luck.
I want to thank Flex, Spyder, Black Ladder, and Ohio Power Tool for continuing to support our show and our community of tool fans. And speaking of, we finally have our tool show embroidered Black Ladder hoodies and jackets coming next week.
They are super
just
nice.
in time for Christmas.
Yeah.
But quantities are limited,
Right.
so if you want one, be ready to move fast.
Also, if you like DIY projects, you can join Sarah and I over on Walmart Live this Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, where we'll be using our favorite Heart DIY tools to build some fun projects for Christmas. If you can, do something kind for someone else this weekend, and we'll look for you over at walmart.com/live this Sunday.